What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Just finished up this 2-hour and 10-minute service call performing maintenance on this Burnham SIN5 140,000 BTU gas-fired steam boiler, atmospheric venting using a chimney. Smoke elbow was not even connected to the chimney breaching and literally just venting exhaust gases into the basement. Can't make this stuff up. But it reaffirms the motto that the plumbers protect the health of a nation. Here's that service call. It's a 40-minute long video. Shortens down the 2-hour, 10-minute time on site. Step by step, full cleaning and tune-up of this gas boiler. Let me get your thoughts and feedback at the end of the video. And please subscribe to the channel. It's the best way you can support my business and this channel. Thanks a lot. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got this Burnham. I'm going to guess it's an IN6. Let's see what it says under the hood. Gas-fired steam boiler. Maintenance. It's been neglected for a little bit. No, I was wrong. SIN5, 140,000 BTUs of gross input. Manufacture date of December 2002. She's old. She's 23 years old. Yeah, 23 years old. This month is 23 years old from date of manufacture. Made in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Let's do a quick little overview of components while we have the front cover off. This thing with the 2 yellows and the white and the green thermostat wire. This was not factory, but this is called the thermostat relay. When there's a call for heat, oh my God, the menagerie of wiring here. When there's a call for heat, this clicks and it sends voltage to our low voltage circuit for the safety circuit, which powers the gas valve once everything else is closed. Here's the gas valve, standing pilot. There's thermocouple. Here's the pilot tubing. There's a flame rollout switch, which is a ceramic disc, burns out at temperature, and it's not resettable, so once it dies, you need to replace it. Figuring out what caused it to die. We have a pressure control here. This controls pressure in the system. This is a primary safety device. This one has that little mercury bulb in there. You're not going to see it anymore because they wanted to outlaw mercury because they said it was bad for us, but nothing controls steam pressure or temperature better than mercury does. That's why you see in an old Honeywell Yo-Yo T87F, you'll see a mercury bulb in there, just like this Honeywell pressure control, which is set to hair over 2 psi with a differential of looks like maybe a little under 2 psi. Number 67 McDonald Miller low water cutoff. This is the float style. Let's see what kind of cocky we got in there. Not too bad. Not too bad. This nipple seen better days though. Here is our sight glass, pressure gauge, pigtail to keep the latent heat off of the pressure control. Back there, where those 2 wires are, that's our rollout switch. So should the chimney collapse upon its, oh wow, look at this. Yeah, not even connected. Look at that. Wah, 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 wah. And no liner either. Wow, that was just literally resting there. I saw that, just like that. It was not connected to that at all. So any exhaust gases, they were coming out right through there. That reminds me, I keep leaving my personal carbon monoxide detector at the shop, and it should be in my pocket in the on position so I don't kill myself. Because you can't see it, smell it, taste it. Carbon monoxide will kill you. We have 1-inch gas going down to that 3/4 inch gas cock and then loops around to the gas valve. Vent damper missing the cover. This is the WFE24 feeder that the homeowner just installed. There that is. Don't mock the wiring. He's only a steam guy. Professionally. He's not an electrician. You know electricians don't own brooms? Do you know that? Nope, they sure don't. Steam main coming up out of this. We have 2 headers. Here's one going to that away. Here's another one also going that away, and then it comes back around here for our equalizer, which should be one pipe size or same size as there, so the inlet pressure and the outlet pressure are the same. I think I got it all covered. Let's start maintenance.
You really don't mind if I...
All right, so we're about to start the process of just the whole tune-up. I like to take all the burners out, spray them down, brush them down, make sure they're all clean. So I'm looking for the power switch, and it's not there. So now I'm looking, where is the transformer, right? The transformer's not here, nowhere here. So let's follow this thermostat wire. It goes up to there, and that feeds that contraption. And then it goes there, and I'm like, damn. Okay, so we have a remotely installed transformer, but where's the power switch for this thing? Maybe it's that. Jesus.
There's a power switch over here.
Yeah, but thank God you're not a Sparky. Power's off?
Yeah. No, it's on.
Oh, you leave it off. Oh, turn it off, sorry.
Turn
it off. Yeah. Who's doing the electric here in this renovation?
So nobody's touched anything over there yet.
Okay.
But,
So put a switch somewhere here. You need to have a switch at the boiler for the service of it. It's called the service switch. The switch on top of the stairs is called an emergency switch. So you need to have that there. So let's.
This is definitely. I think this is for the boiler right here. That he's going to be doing boiler switch.
Oh.
He just didn't get around to it yet.
Okay. All good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's make sure we have no power. All right. There's our voltmeter. Let's just check for 24 volts at this transformer. And there's none there. You want to turn that switch back on for a second? The homeowner is going to turn the switch back on. And we have 28 volts. Cool. Turn it off. All right. Please leave it off. So this is the only power going to the boiler. So now we're good. We're going to turn off the gas like that. And let's get to work. Remove this front plate, which can be very hot if the boiler just ran, which is kind of hot right now, but my hands are numb to that stuff. Let's take these burners out. Okay, perfect. You want to see if there's any rust on here. That means you got some water or moisture in the combustion chamber. You don't want that to be, and that's usually indicative of maybe a start of a leak on the heat exchanger. I'm banging these as I inspect them one by one. Get all the dirt and dust that's just sitting in there out. That little click that you just heard, that was the solenoid valve on the gas control valve closing because the pilot was extinguished when I turned off the gas at the gas cock there. All right, now we just have that one. Okay, there is, using this box wrench. Link in the description box down below, of course. Okay, so there is that. Homeowner said he just replaced the thermocouple. Yeah, you could tell a homeowner put that in. Missing the screw, one of the screws holding on the pilot burner assembly, but other than that, it's not going anywhere unless the screw's in there, which it's not, but we gotta get the vacuum and vacuum all that stuff out of there. All right, I used the vacuum, vacuumed everything out of the bottom of the combustion chamber. Nice and clean. Very nice. Now I'm gonna spray down all of my burners with some WD-40. Beautiful. Let that penetrate for a hot minute, and then wipe them all down. All right. The hardest part, I tell you, with Burnham boilers, the steam, Series 2, getting those burners back in. It's the hardest part of working with Burnham boilers. So they're all back in there. Look at that. That looks nice. Very, very nice. Let's reconnect the pilot and the thermocouple, and then we'll relight standing pilot. All right, let's put this to pilot. We're gonna hold down the plunger, and we're gonna relight the pilot. I got this nice USB-C lighter. Check this out. Watch this. Look at that. And it's rechargeable. No fuel. See right there. All right, there's the pilot. Holding down this plunger. The gas valve control is on pilot. I'm holding down the valve that's open right now, and as soon as that has enough electrical charge, heating up the tip of the thermocouple, that's going to transfer to the gas valve for the pilot burner, and it's going to keep the gas open. So when I let this go, as long as there's enough voltage there, it'll stay on. Beautiful. All right, now that we're done in the boiler vestibule, we're dealing with the gas. Let's go over here to the left side of the boiler. The cover is missing on this pressure troll. I'm just going to use a flat screwdriver, removing the two electrical terminals, loosening up, holding on the low voltage control wiring going to that, which is there. Okay, for the purpose of this is to take off the pressure troll from the pigtail. We want to make sure the pigtail is clean. So let's carefully pull this off. Okay, and just a word of advice, besides being careful what you're doing so it doesn't drop into a bucket of water. When you take off these pressure trolls, there may be water coming out of here that's under slight pressure. If your electronic low water cutoff is directly below it, that water is going to drip onto it. It's going to take out the low water cutoff, and you'll be putting in a new low water cutoff. So be careful. Put a rag there if it's the electronic one. This one can take the abuse, obviously. Get my... Okay, now we're taking off the pigtail. We're going to see if we can blow through this bad boy. What do you think? Think we can blow through it? Let's see. Yep, can blow through it. All right, took off the cap, and she is clear. So I want to make sure that that's also clear as well. If it's not, you're going to want to clean that out. So a little bit of cocky in there. Let's see. Nothing crazy. Just a little bit. All right, I removed that reducing bushing here where the pigtail and the pressure troll goes. We're going to flush out the remaining cocky that's in there, and we're going to throw some Rector Seal in here. But before, let's just open up our drain. We're going to drain down the rest of the boiler, and that way we'll have a nice clean start when we add the Surgex, which is great for boilers that are surging, but it also helps to promote drier steam, which is what you want leaving this boiler and hitting all those radiators. You don't want the water, you don't want wet steam, you want dry steam. I know that sounds crazy, what the hell, steam is wet, right? But there's a huge difference, believe it or not. And using this Rector Seal Surgex, we've been promoting this for about 10 years when we deal with steam systems, whether during an install or doing maintenance. It's very good. Link in the description box down below. Let's take some of the water that the homeowner provided for us, and let's carefully pour it down right there. Hopefully I don't get the low water cut off in the process. Matter of fact, there you go. We tried. There you go. Good. See? We can also use that to clean off our low water cutoff. Oh, there's the cover for the damper. Now we know why there was a cap on it, because it's dripping continuously. At least it won't be clogged. Okay. Alright, let's finish draining down this boiler. Let's see if we can just clean off this sight glass. We should probably change the lower nut. Sight glass looks okay. Let's take this out and see, make sure that it's intact. Very tough to get out. Normally it's a little bit looser. Oh, look at that. Looks like the glass is okay, but see how eroded away the glass is and how thin it is sitting in that boiling hot water versus the opposite side, which is much thicker. See that? See how thin that is there? It's crazy. So I think the glass is okay. Actually, a little chunk missing right there. You can see in the light. See that? Yeah. I'm gonna get some new nuts and washers, and maybe we could save the glass and not have to replace the glass, but or not. We'll see. Finish draining this out. Pour some water into that lower valve connection. Let's take out, loosen up the packing nut here. Show you a little trick. Now, fairly clean. Beautiful. All right. Homeowner just said us to replace the sight glass, so let's just replace the sight glass. Here's a new sight glass tube, piece of glass. We're gonna shove it into the top first, and then I'm gonna take a Sharpie and mark that right where I need to cut it, which is right where my thumb is, right there. And let's take a little Sharpie and put a little mark right there. Okay, now let's see if I can really show you guys. I have this sight glass cutter. I'm gonna make sure it's where it needs to be set to. It generally is where I last had it. So there's the stopper right there. There's the cutting wheel. I'm gonna press against it like this. Like that. And we're gonna cut. You only need to score it once, but I was shown to score multiple times, like you're cutting copper pipe, and then you hit it. just like that. Perfect cut every time.
Crazy busy these last few weeks.
Yeah.
You're getting dropping.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how the hell that's so much shorter. Wow. This is crazy. So look at the length of this one. I just measured and cut. All right, not cut and measured, right? So, and here's the other one, the one I took out, right? It's a solid like inch right there.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like,
that was way short.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, did I just like mess up? Like I always measure like kind of twice, but usually I wing it. But and sure enough, like this one, right, just barely fits in there. Look, just barely fits. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I just messed up. I gotta go cut another piece of glass, and look, it fits right in there.
Jesus.
Crazy, right?
I'm glad we got a new side glass.
Yeah, me too. I would have been back here in a recall, and it would have been for free. Yeah, for sure. Look at that. It's crazy. That looks beautiful now, though. All right, let's tighten this up. Okay, the side glass protecting rods. Remember, no glove, no love. Put that back in there. And let's tighten up that packing nut. Let's open that back up. Tighten that. And she's just about done being drained. So we will jump out, or we'll bypass our pressure control to making sure that the low water cutoff senses a low water condition. And then we'll reconnect this after we install the Surgex. All right, so we jumped out the control wire for the pressure control, and the thermostat relay clicked. That's the humming you hear. And let's see if it senses that low water condition, and the automatic feeder send the signal to our, our low water cutoff will send the signal to our automatic water feed, as long as it's wired correctly. That's the $1 million question. All right, so the boiler is not running and the automatic feeder is not feeding. So we are going to defer to an electrician for this, just for billing purposes, because this is going to be a field day. We don't have a service switch here. This is all open exposed wiring, but the boiler's not running. We're going to add our Surgex to that T that I cleaned out, and we'll add some more water and watch the boiler turn on, and then we will have a functional system enough to do a combustion analysis. Okay, let's rinse that down with some water. There it is. And let me just get a little bit of water right there. Right, and the rest of the Surgex. Good. Now let's reconnect the bushing, the pigtail, and the pressure control, and then fire up. If you want, turn that switch off. Sure. Thank you very much. Since we don't have a switch at the boiler, we're turning off the switch at the top of the stairs. Okay. All right, the pressure troll has been rewired. I put one of those plastic plugs there to protect the wire. Let's fill up the boiler manually. Now, if I suspected that there was a compromised heat exchanger and evidence of that when I vacuumed out the combustion chamber, I would be filling this boiler to the top, but I don't suspect there's a problem with the heat exchanger, so we're going to fill this up to about 3/4 full on the sight glass and prepare our equipment to do a combustion and draft analysis. And then while we're heating this boiler up and creating steam, we'll clean off the top of the boiler and make sure that everything is snug and tight. Waiting for that water level to start rising. There she comes. Nice tint of that lime radioactive green to the water. That's the additive that we added, the Surgex. Drip on that hose cap. Tighten that bad boy up. Yeah, she's still dripping. Yeah, she's still dripping. Why is she still dripping like that? Thing's still dripping. Damn thing's still dripping. Damn. It's not coming from the packing out either. The hell? Jesus Christ. This is what I get for not recommending we change the valve right now while we're here. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, seriously? Jesus Christ. I am done messing with this valve. Okay. Yeah, see that? Even with the 12-inch. 12? No, yeah, 12-inch. Still got it out. Do this bad boy on the fly. Do this bad boy on the fly. Here we go. Three, two. Yeah. That's how you do it, baby. Oh, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. All right. Look, she's sitting at the bottom of the bucket like that Titanic. Okay. So now we have a solid, reliable quarter-turn valve by an American company called Watts. I was gonna get the bluefin. I saw her sitting there in the truck, but we'll let China stay in China. Okay, we have now a new sight glass. The sight glass rings, nuts, and washers. Quarter-turn valve on the drain. We have a clean boiler, clean pigtail. Pressure troll is set to where it needs to be set. And all we need to do is turn on the power to the boiler and go a la peanut butter sandwiches. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, really? Thermostat still on?
You want me to turn it on?
Oh, it's off?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's turn the thermostat on, please.
No, the switch was off.
Oh, yeah, turn the switch on, yes.
Yeah. Thermostat should be on.
Okay. There's the click of the thermostat relay. And as long as our gas is on, 3, 2, 1. Let that die down a little bit, and then we will do combustion and draft analysis. Slowly opening valve. Beautiful. Now we're cooking with gas. So I was just starting to vacuum the top of the diverter box and back of the boiler, and then I realized that I never took care of the flue, so we chipped away at this. Look at this. I cut it with a knife. I literally cut it with a knife. And put 3 screws. There, see if I don't show you. I didn't do it. So there's 3 there, but there's only 2 here and there's none there. I'm just keeping it real. So flue for the water heater, that's secure as well. Our relief valve, hopefully it's 15 PSI. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it is. What does that say right there? Yeah, 15. Drip leg. Yep, goes down to the floor. Let's just spray off the top of this boiler and start up our Testo combustion analyzer. All right, ready to get probed? It's that time. The Testo has been running. This probe is going up there, and conveniently it just wedges right in there. There's no designated hole, but it should be in the middle, inside top of the boiler before it mixes, the exhaust gases mixes with this air from the bottom of this draft diverter and goes up the chimney. And we'll have some numbers. Stack temperature, probably gonna be in the low 400 degrees at the end of the day with this boiler. O2, as right now is 11 and dropping. 26 parts per million carbon monoxide, 80.7% gross efficiency with 6.95% and climbing of CO2. Let's let this run for a little bit. A atmospheric, which is what this boiler is, steam boiler, will typically be about 50 degrees higher than a traditional hydronic boiler, which is heating water to normally 180 degrees. So if we go much higher than this, where we're going at now, I wouldn't be that surprised. But if we go in the 500 degree territory, we are our efficiency will suffer. Which right now it's 79.9%, and we're at 487 degrees of stack temperature, 489, 491, 492, 493, 494. So we're climbing there, and CO2 7.6. Carbon monoxide 28 and 7.3 of O2. The boiler is also 23 years old, keep that in mind. All right, so it looks like we're hovering around 530 degrees here. It's going up and down a little bit. We're gonna clipboard these numbers. Take our probe out, put it off to the side, and we're now going to do draft tests. So we'll go back out, hit OK again. It's going to zero out for 11 seconds. Don't put the tip anywhere that's going to burn, carpet, floor, anything with a flammable or burnable surface, it will heat. That's 500 degrees tip. So let's put our probe back in exactly where it was before. Back in there again. And we're going to wait to see. This will approach our number during the combustion test, and we're going to make sure we have negative draft. Right now it's positive with 0. There we go, negative with 4 thousandths negative inches of water column here. Still climbing, still negative. That's good. We're going to clipboard that as well. Take our probe out and then print the results to document and put a copy in front of the boiler. All right, there's our combustion and draft analysis results. There's our sticker. That QR code brings the homeowner right to our website, our landing page within House Call Pro. They can book an appointment right on our website, exactly what they need, and schedule it as well. I get these stickers from AA Designs. Link in the description box down below. 1,000 of them is like literally like 100, 200 bucks. Nothing crazy. They'll do design for you. They're printing. They'll mail it to you quickly. You'll order today. You'll probably get it by Friday. Seriously, they're fast. Service tag, gas valve tag for the boiler, water heater feed, boiler feed, and she is nice and clean. And most importantly, they're safe now, because of that is now secure and inserted into the breeching going into the chimney. Crazy. So ladies and gentlemen, if you live in the Long Island, New York City metropolitan area and you're tired of getting bamboozled by your plumber or HVAC contractor, I want you to pick up the phone and call me at 516-348-6300. My company, Pipe Doctor Home Services. We have offices in Woodmere, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, and Orlando, Florida. I'd love to help you. Give us a call, 516-348-6300. Catch you on the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe. Go hug your kids.